Tragedy strikes WSU on Friday afternoon, and an important Idaho bill moves forward.
We'll be talking about that, plus Bacon, Bruce, and more, coming up next on Murrow News 8.
From the Northwest Public Broadcasting Studios on the campus of Washington State University, this is Murrow News 8.
Good evening, I'm Ivy Shank.
And I am Alfonso Valdivia. Welcome to Murrow News 8.
A 39-year-old man was found dead inside the Cub Friday afternoon. According to the Whitman County Coroner's Office, the man died from natural causes due to a known medical condition. Police and paramedics tried to perform CPR on him, but they weren't able to save him. The Coroner's Office said there is no ongoing investigation.
Transgender bathroom bill in Idaho moves ahead. The bill would forbid K-12 public schools from letting anyone use a bathroom that doesn't match their biological sex. On Thursday, the Senate Education Committee voted 6-2 to that accommodates transgender students. According to the Daily News, Representative Adams said, quote, "This legislation is trying to make sure we give every child the same right to privacy."
The body of one of 3 climbers killed in an avalanche on Kolchak Peak on February 19th was recovered on Friday. A helicopter rescue team found the body of Song Cho from Connecticut under a thin layer of snow at the base of the Chelan County mountain. Friday was the first day teams were allowed to fly into the area due to harsh weather conditions. 2 other bodies are still missing.
Tamia Kimball and Corey Ness pleaded not guilty in Whitman County Superior Court on Friday after being accused of stealing more than $1,000 from the Pullman Walmart. Both were charged with second-degree retail theft. Kimball was also charged with driving with a suspended license and eluding. The pair were caught after their car ran out of gas on US 195 and were found later on State Route 271. Both are being held at the Whitman County Jail on a $5,000 bond.
A small plane had a rough landing returning to the Pullman-Moscow Regional Airport after the plane had trouble with its landing gear. The Cessna 210 plane made a hard landing due to gear issues. Thankfully, nobody was hurt. The airport closed to remove the plane and assess the pilot. There won't be any investigation since it was a non-deadly accident. The airport resumed operations shortly after.
For students in the WSU Student Swine Co-op, raising pigs and learning about the pork industry is all about hands-on experience. Murrow News 8 reporter Noel Anderson is live with more. Noel?
Thank you, Alfonso. It looks like it's snowing right now, but I'm outside of the WSU Meat Science Building, and the WSU Student Swine Cooperative is having a sale every Thursday during spring from 3 to 5:30 p.m. So they're selling bacon for $10 a pound. You don't want to miss out. For Murrow News 8, I'm Noel Anderson. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Noel. Common Language Brewing Company in Spokane just announced it will be closing its doors on Friday. Former WSU football player Dallas Hobbs opened the brewery 2.5 years ago and said, quote, "We were short-lived, but I wouldn't trade my time or experiences for anything in the world." You have one more chance to show Dallas and the Common Language Brewery your support this Friday at their farewell party. They will be open from 3 to 10 p.m. All pours will be $3. After the break, the state of Washington has made it a priority to do this with your money for the week.
On what special side you were able to see last night? Coming up on Murrow News 8.
1 in 3 adults has pre-diabetes. 1 in 3. That means it could be you, your favorite brother, your other brother, you, your football buddy, your football buddy, you, the boss. The boss's boss. If 1 in 3 adults has pre-diabetes, that means it could be you, your barber, your barber's barber.
Nice work. Thanks.
You, your plumber,
Breathe right into your foot.
your plumber's masseuse.
Yes.
You, your dog walker,
On your left.
your cat jogger. Or you, your co-pilot, your co-pilot's co-pilot. While 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org to know where you stand.
Early this month, Pullman Regional Hospital reached an upward of $192,000 at its annual gala. With all of the donations received, they will open a 5th operating room in addition to remodeling the post-anesthesia care unit. They made a statement saying that we couldn't do these things without their support. We sincerely thank all the doctors and nurses at the hospital for the hard work that they do for this city.
You might want to start saving up some money as Governor Jay Inslee proclaimed February 27th to March 3rd as Washington Saves Week as part of the national focus on savings. He encourages all people to assess and improve their personal finances by taking action on the focus topics for each day, including save automatically on Monday, save for the unexpected on Tuesday, save to retire on Wednesday, save by reducing debt on Thursday, and save as a family on Friday.
A spectacular light show took place over eastern Washington last night. The aurora borealis appeared mainly over Spokane, but some Pullman residents were able to see the show after they escaped the light pollution of the city. The lights were visible for several hours if you were in the right place, showing off some spectacular green, blue, and red lights. Well, Xander, so far in Pullman it has been a beautiful day. Please tell me the sun will stay for good.
Unfortunately, Alfonso, it will be getting a little cloudier and overcast throughout the week, but it will be warming up a bit from the 20-degree temperatures we were seeing last week. If you want to take a look at the 28-degree low here for tonight, it will likely snow tonight. We saw a high of 41 a bit today, and it actually is snowing at the moment. At least it was about 15-20 minutes ago. Unfortunately, no windows in the studio here. The days are getting longer, folks. We have about 11 hours of sun today for that 5:30 sunset, and southeast winds blowing about 11 to 13 miles per hour. Now, moving on to tomorrow, we will be seeing some chance of snow in the morning and in the evening. Same sunrise, sunset, setting at 5:30, rising at 6:30 a.m. That high of 37 and the low of 21. Fair chance of snow, like I said, and 15 to 17 mile per hour winds blowing southwest. Now, moving on to the state map here, we'll start over on the west side, and I know that the west side saw a barrage of snow over the weekend. You won't have to worry about that too much today and tomorrow. Might see a little bit of snow, but it will be less than an inch if there is precipitation in the form of snow, and you got highs of 42. Lows around 30 on that west side. Moving to central Washington, Tri-Cities will be the warmest in the state today with a high of 45, lows around 30. Yakima going to be a high of 39, low of 23 with chances of snow. Tri-Cities, no chance of snow. It might just be some rain. Moving on to Spokane and Pullman, we will be looking at similar weather cycles there. Highs around that 40 mark, lows around 28 with chances of snow. Moving on to that 5-day forecast, it will be looking pretty similar all across the week, nothing too crazy. And I'll send it back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Xander. WSU sports are on fire right now and tearing up the competition.
And which women's basketball star cements herself as an all-time Cougar great? All of that and more next on Murrow News 8.
It's okay to be scared. You don't have to be so strong.
Strength is not optional. This is my mother, my purpose. Real muscle is lifting her spirits between bedpans and bad news from doctors that doubt her strength. Strength is buried in bills, managing meds, and swallowing those moments of, Mom, it's me, your daughter. Remember, my strength is super, but I'm still human, right?
Look who's here. There she is. Thanks for your patience. Thank you so much.
How you feel?
If you're caring for a loved one, visit aarp.org/caregiving for care guides and community, or call 1-877-333-5885.
WSU baseball are raking in the wins to start off their 2023 campaign. They capped off their weekend series in San Diego with a thrilling 5-run comeback win over UNLV that ended about a half hour ago. With the win, the Cougs finished the Tony Gwynn Classic riding a 3-game win streak. Sophomore catcher Will Cresswell was the hero for the Cougs on Sunday after hitting a dinger to left center, capping off a 3-run comeback to propel the Cougs to a 3-2 dub over UC San Diego. The Cougs are looking to continue their winning ways in another weekend series against Southern Indiana starting this Friday. It was an exciting weekend for Cougar basketball as a couple of close games set the tone for the end of the season. The men's team squeaked past the Golden Bears, snagging a 63-57 win in Berkeley on Saturday. The Cougs rode the hot hand of Mohamed Gay, who led the Cougs with 20 points and 10 rebounds. It was another day at the office for Gay, who now has 14 double-doubles on the season. The Cougs have one more chance to finish with a winning season when they take on the Huskies in an Apple Cup rematch this Thursday at 8 p.m. in Seattle. Coug fans, don't miss it. Not to be outdone, the Lady Cougs made history this weekend in L.A. 42 combined points from Tara Wallach, Bella Murricatete, and Charlize Ledger-Walker gave the Cougs their first win ever inside Pauley Pavilion. Unfortunately, the historic win couldn't lift the Cougs past the Trojans on Saturday. 17 points from Ledger-Walker, a double-double from Murricatete, and a solid 14-point contribution from Johanna Tedder just weren't enough in a heartbreaking 3-point loss in double overtime. But things are looking up for the Lady Cougs. They find themselves in the Pac-12 tournament and will face off against California in Vegas this Wednesday at 6 p.m. Speaking of history, Ula Matuga has now played in more games with the Cougs women's basketball team than anyone else in history. The record was broken after her start against UCLA, officially surpassing previous record holder Sage Romberg's 2010-2014 record of 129 games. Matuga is shooting 46% from beyond the arc this year, just 1% under her record-breaking season last year. The WSU cheer team won their second consecutive national title last weekend. The team traveled to Anaheim, California to compete in the annual USA National Cheerleading Competition. WSU won first place in their show routine, second place in fight song, and third in partner stunt. The Pullman High School men's basketball team beat R.A. Long High 67-55 this past Saturday. The win sends the Greyhounds straight to the quarterfinals of the boys' 2A state tournament. They will face the winner of the game between Enumclaw and Anacortes on Thursday. Their game, as well as the rest of the tournament, will be held at the Yakima Valley Sundome. Well, by the way, guys, this just got to our newsroom. WSU Cougars just released their spring schedule. The Crimson and Gray game will be played on April 22nd.
Thanks, Ryan. After the break, find out what very special day it is today.
Coming up next on Murrow News 8.
Dad, they took over my bedroom. Come on, come on. Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. Dad! You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
This national holiday might be one that you want to celebrate today. It is National Strawberry Day. You can turn one of your favorite fruits into a pie or ice cream, have it with chocolate, or even enjoy it by itself. I don't know about you guys, but I love chocolate-covered strawberries, but that's just me.
I like chocolate-covered strawberries. I don't think I've ever enjoyed a plain strawberry in my life. I don't know what it is.
To be honest, I don't really like the strawberry fruit, but hey, it's National Day, so let's go for it.
Thanks for watching. If you missed this or anything in any of our previous newscasts, you can always watch our YouTube channel.
More news can be found at NWPB. Have a good